drive around the island and stop by any beach, look out into the ocean's horizon and you'll probably see surfers out there. Surfing is a popular sport and part of our culture here in Hawaii and found everywhere around the island. It started here in Hawaii and spread worldwide and now can be considered a hobby and profession. For my interview, I interviewed my classmate friend Kalei Obayashi. He is 21 years old and he is a city and county ocean safety lifeguard. He's also born and raised in Oahu, Hawaii and lived next to the beach about his whole life. So for people who don't know what surfing is, I kind of asked him basically to explain what the sport is, just in case some people aren't from here and don't technically live by the ocean. So basically what he said was that surfing is using a foam board wrapped in fiberglass and resin with fins and wax on top. The surfer would then lay down on his stomach on the board and paddle with the energy of the wave until the wave holds enough energy to push you and stand up on the board. There's two different types of boards in surfing, and I asked him to explain them what they are to me. So the first one that I'll explain is a shortboard. Shortboards are usually 4 to 7 feet. They are made to have a lot of maneuverability and speed on a wave. They have more rocker, which is the curve from the nose of the board to the tail. So this is the rocker, and the rocker basically allows the surfer to make more steep drops on waves. The second type of board is a longboard. Longboards are usually 8 to 12 feet and made for smaller waves. They're basically made more for gliding on the wave, and with longboards, they're not as maneuverable because they are so long. So people tend to do more tricks on this, like nose riding or tandeming. The second thing that I asked him was the history of surfing, because I am a hospitality major and I do plan on working as a manager in a hotel in Waikiki. Waikiki is known for surfing and it is a big tourist attraction here in Hawaii. So it's good to know the history behind surfing, just in case anybody would ask. So surfing started here in Hawaii with a man named Duke Kahanamoku. He was the main pioneer of surfing and spread it to California and Australia. Surfing started out with boards made of redwood and then eventually went into hollow boards made of wood also called cigars. Both of these boards were just pieces of wood with no fins. Fast forward into the 60s, foam boards were created with fins. So the fins here basically give boards more stability and turning ability on the wave. In the 60s, surf competitions also started in California, Hawaii, and Australia, and mainly based around style and uniqueness and fluidity of surfing. In the 70s, shortboard revolution was a shortboard revolution. So this is when shortboards became popular throughout all of the surfing culture. So the boards were getting shorter and thinner and allowing surfers to surf bigger and steeper waves. California and Australia surfers brought a new approach to riding waves and spread more across the world. Fast forward from the 80s until now, professional surfing is considered a full career. The ASP was created, which is the Association of Surfing Professionals, and now can sponsor people and make surfing a profession. The ASP organizes contests, line up sponsors, and do the advertisement of surfers. Today's surf competitions are judged upon the length of the ride, amount of maneuvers, speed and power and flow of the surfer. As the sport grew, expectations got higher. Today, they are now based on technical and how exciting they make the maneuvers on the waves. Today, there's now new technology for surfing, like wave pools, where we are now making man-made waves. So Hawaiian people integrated surfing into our culture, and the art of wave riding grew to new potentials. Surfing today can now be considered a hobby, extreme sport, or a career.